Welcome to Goalkeepers. I'm Brandon Henry.
And I'm Peytn-Omaree Smith. Thank you for joining us. It's time to talk soccer, and we have a lot to discuss. The weather is muy caliente. The teams are familiar. Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City, Juventus, Bayern Munchen all have provided plenty of spectacular goals. Don't forget Messi, of course, and all the amazing fans who have invaded stadiums around the country. Brandon, are you ready?
I'm certainly ready.
Fly dope swaggy, that's how I roll. On another level, on another level, on another one above me. Stepping through the crowd, yeah, I'm feeling so supreme. Feeling so supreme.
Another week down the pitch, some of the best professional soccer players in the world have shown us why. There's been a few surprises, as Inter Miami now represent Major League Soccer heading to the knockout round of the FIFA Club World Cup. More about that later. And the U.S. men's national team collect 3 victories in the group stage and earn a berth in the CONCACAF Gold Cup quarterfinals. 2 weeks ago, the Americans were written off as caskets under the pitch. Now, they sit very much above ground with the pathway to victory in sight.
The U.S. men's team has found stride and Inter Miami continues to party. But hold up, wait a second. I think someone should acknowledge the elephant in the room. We started this videocast series questioning the chances of both of the teams. I'm on the record for giving them more than a fighting chance, but more about that later. Let's start the program with a look at Stars and Stripes.
4 consecutive losses had fans of the U.S. men's national team hanging their heads and disappointed. 3 consecutive wins in the CONCACAF Gold Cup have lifted those heads and turned questions and doubt into anticipation. What will the Stars and Stripes do this week? The men's soccer team have knocked out Trinidad and Tobago, Saudi Arabia, and most recently Haiti in order to win the group stage of the Gold Cup and advance to the quarterfinal knockout round on June 29th at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Waiting for them is Costa Rica, the second team out of Group A. The U.S. national team was counted out and caught an underperforming group selected by new coach Mauricio Pochettino, yet they have proved to be a solid team finding their way with mixed match of veteran and new talent. Without key players such as Christian Pulisic, Tim Weah, and Weston McKennie, the Stars and Stripes have still found success on the pitch, silencing some of the critics thus far. New players have headed the call for the U.S. and have seemingly made an impression on our new coach, who will be deciding the final roster for the World Cup next year. Players such as Mark Tillman, Patrick Aubameyang, Chris Richards, and Matt Freese are auditioning for a spot on the permanent roster. They have contributed consistently over the Gold Cup run and should factor in the knockout round. Pochettino has placed great trust in Tillman, and from his midfielder spot, he has excelled, scoring 3 goals during the tournament and emerging from a lesser role with the team. Tillman has done well with finding forward Aubameyang, who was also forced to issue inside the box where he has taken 7 shots and scored 2 goals. One of his best goals came in the 74th minute against Haiti, where he narrowly avoided the goalkeeper and rode a touch from his left foot to the lower far post. His shot secured a 2-1 victory. Aubameyang also scored in the 44th minute of a 5-0 victory over Trinidad and Tobago. The U.S. followed that late goal against Saudi Arabia on June 19th, where Chris Richards poked in the feed on a set piece for a 1-0 victory in the 62nd minute. With these 3 victories, the Stars and Stripes have finished group play with the top spot and an undefeated 3-0 record, outscoring their opponents 8-1. Costa Rica will present a tougher challenge for the Americans. They will attack with more accuracy and greater pace. That will require a steady hand in goal, where Matt Freese has finished a clean sheet in 2 matches. Costa Rica defeated the U.S. 2-0 in March of 2022.
The U.S. team welcomed back veteran midfielder Tyler Adams, who missed the early competition with a foot-related injury. He has returned as one of the 4 players who were on the team roster in 2022 when it faced Costa Rica in a Gold Cup qualifying match. They lost 2-0. Headed into Sunday's match against Costa Rica, Malik Tillman has given opposing teams a reason to mark him. The 6'2" midfielder scored 3 goals to help the U.S. secure Group D. We take a look at their work.
Behind, flag stays down. Ajiman around Placid. Ajiman tucks it away.
You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play.
It's time for a break. When we return, it's FIFA Club World Cup time.
This summer, lo mejor de lo mejor from around the world llegará a Estados Unidos. 32 iconic clubs play across 11 cities for one brand new trophy.
Remarkable.
And I'm really excited.
Va a ser de loco.
The stage is set.
It's a terrific header.
Nous sommes prêts. You
Scores.
The FIFA Club World Cup.
32 greats from club football
From across the globe, battling to be the best.
Esa emoción de jugar contra los mejores clubes y aquí pues se va a ver una rivalidad sana pero muy competitiva.
Va a ser algo muy lindo. Va a ser algo muy lindo. Algo muy especial porque es la primera vez que se juega este tipo de competición de esta manera.
I think it's going to be a great experience to see the best teams in the world compete.
É uma competição muito bonita e é pensar jogo a jogo e sonhar sempre o mais alto.
Get ready. Prepárate. Estén listos.
Get ready. Bayar 준비하세요.
It's go time.
The FIFA Club World Cup
Inizia il 14 giugno negli USA.
Brilliant goal. What a strike. That was a deadly finish.
Bueno, creo que para el espectador es una maravilla.
Gonna get the shot where he can.
Let's take it to the world.
Vamos levar isso pro mundo.
Let's take it to the world.
Te esperamos en el Mundial de Clubes.
Welcome back. The FIFA Club World Cup opened on June 15th with its group stage. 32 clubs from all over the world competing in 8 groups in 11 U.S. cities. Well, 2 weeks have passed and 2 teams from each group have emerged from group play to compete in the single elimination round of 16. Here's a look at the teams remaining in the tournament.
This summer,
Lo mejor de lo mejor
from around the world,
Llegará a Estados Unidos.
32 iconic clubs play across 11 cities for one brand new trophy.
Remarkable.
And I'm really excited.
Va a ser de loco.
The stage is set.
It's a terrific header.
Nous sommes prêts. You
Scores.
The FIFA Club World Cup.
32 greats from club football
From across the globe, battling to be the best.
Esa emoción de jugar contra los mejores clubes y aquí pues se va a ver una rivalidad sana pero muy competitiva.
Va a ser algo muy lindo. Va a ser algo muy lindo. Algo muy especial porque es la primera vez que se juega este tipo de competición de esta manera.
I think it's going to be a great experience to see the best teams in the world compete.
é uma competição muito bonita e é pensar jogo a jogo e sonhar sempre o mais alto.
Get ready. Prepárate. Estén listos.
Get ready. Bayar 준비하세요.
It's go time.
The FIFA Club World Cup
Inizia il 14 giugno negli USA.
Brilliant goal. What a strike. That was a deadly finish.
Bueno, creo que para el espectador es una maravilla.
Gonna get the shot where he can.
Let's take it to the world.
Vamos levar isso pro mundo.
Let's take it to the world.
Te esperamos en el Mundial de Clubes.
Some of our favorite moments from the Club Cup have come from teams we didn't know much about. Our favorite, the Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa. They play with so much heart, and their fans are into every moment. Small, but mighty.
They even have a cool nickname, Bafana Style, meaning boys with style. That's how they play and celebrate. Good luck to them in the knockout round of 16.
Numbers don't lie. 1,090 shots on goal, a stat from Bayern Munich, which leads FIFA overall so far in play. Match to watch during the round of 16. Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Miami. PSG reps France League One, and Miami represent Major League Soccer. This one should be exciting.
I agree. There's a potential for an upset. The clubs face each other on Sunday, June 29th at noon in Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. PSG has firepower and experience, but Miami has Lionel Messi.
All tournament, PSG has been considered one of the favorites, even after losing to Botafogo 1-0. They are the pride of Europe. I'm not sure there's room for an upset in this match. Let's take a break, and when we return, it's sights and sounds.
This summer, lo mejor de lo mejor from around the world llegará a Estados Unidos. 32 iconic clubs play across 11 cities for one brand new trophy.
Remarkable.
I'm really excited.
Va a ser de loco.
The stage is set.
It's a terrific header.
Nous sommes prêts, Heroes.
Scores.
The FIFA Club World Cup.
32 greats from club football
From across the globe, battling to be the best.
esa emoción de jugar contra los mejores clubes y aquí pues se va a ver una rivalidad sana pero muy competitiva.
Va a ser algo muy lindo, algo muy especial porque es la primera vez que se juega este tipo de competición de esta manera.
I think it's going to be a great experience to see the best teams in the world compete.
É uma competição muito bonita e é pensar jogo a jogo e sonhar sempre o mais alto.
Get ready.
Prepárate.
Estén listos.
Get ready.
Bayern 준비하세요.
It's go time.
The FIFA Club World Cup
Inizia il 14 giugno negli USA.
Brilliant goal. What a strike. That was a deadly finish.
Bueno, creo que para el espectador es una maravilla.
Gonna get the shot away.
Let's take it to the world.
Vamos levar isso pro mundo.
Let's take it to the world.
Te esperamos en el Mundial de Clubes.
Welcome back. It's time for our segment, Sights and Sounds.
And so just want to ask you, how are you feeling about the Club Cup so far and the World Cup coming next year?
I'm ecstatic because I'm born and raised from this area, and I love to see that we have a great culture coming through the city, and there's a lot of people here already that love the sport. And I'm actually being invited by somebody that's Moroccan here, so and that's one of the beautiful things about this neighborhood and the area is, you know, at the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that people are coming back to DC and enjoying the city as well, and I'm so happy that's happening.
Don't send the supporters that way.
No, supporters here.
I'm from Nigeria. I'm a sport journalist. I came to cover this World Cup competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how are you feeling about the Club Cup being here and then the World Cup coming next year?
Yeah, I think it's quite exciting. And the World Club Cup is just serve as a dress rehearsal towards the forthcoming World Cup coming up next year. And this is not the first time America will be hosting the World Cup. 31 years ago, America hosted the World Cup, USA 94. And of course, Mexico, it will be third time that they'll be hosting the World Cup, 1970, 1986. But this time around with America, Mexico and Canada is a co-hosting, the first of its kind in America. And I believe that's going to be an exciting moment of global soccer.
And can you just let me know, like, how are you guys feeling about the Club Cup being here and the World Cup next year?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm a big football fan, so it's good to see it in DC, and I think the energy is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. I don't follow soccer as much, so this is an opportunity for me to learn up until the World Cup arrives, you know?
And guys, have you guys heard about the anti-racism policy that FIFA just put out?
I did not, actually. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, so basically, some things have been happening on the field, racial slurs and everything. So they put out this new protocol where the referee can stop the game by putting an X out, so that'll be like the call that they'll put out. And then it can be either a fine or the player can get suspended for 5 to 10 games. So how do you guys feel about that in general?
Yeah, it's directed at the players and the club and not the fans and the audience?
It's directed at all. So a fan can get banned from coming to the stadium in general. It's directed at anybody.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I mean, we need to be strict on things like that, you know, right? Like, we come here to play football and have a good time, and I think it's necessary to make sure that everyone feels welcomed and is able to enjoy the game.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's good. It's good for the environment and the atmosphere. Everybody should just come and enjoy the athletes, and hate and racism should not be a part of that experience.
While teams prepare for the home stretch in the FIFA Club World Cup, American cities are preparing for the actual World Cup a year from now. Our Julia Fossai visited with the Philadelphia 2026 host committee to hear about its plans for the big event.
It's no secret that the World Cup is coming to America next year, but the question is, how are the host cities planning for it? Here's a closer look at what Philadelphia is doing.
With 48 teams, 16 host cities, and 104 matches across North America, the FIFA 2026 World Cup will be the largest sporting event in history, and the city of brotherly love is right in the mix. Philadelphia is set to host 6 games, including a knockout match on July 4th, coinciding with the nation's 250th birthday. The city is gearing up to host the largest tournament in World Cup history, and Philadelphia Soccer 2026 CEO and president of Signature 57, Kane, recognizes the opportunity.
FIFA World Cup 26 offers an incredible opportunity for the city of Philadelphia in a variety of different ways. Certainly, this is the first time that we've been able to host a sporting event of this caliber, and that is this long and this expansive. So when I think about this tournament coming to Philadelphia for a multi-week period, the opportunity to introduce the city to the world and to share all the things that we as Philadelphians know are great about the city is such an incredible opportunity.
But the World Cup isn't just about what happens on the field. It's about what gets built around it. And that begins with the reconstruction of Lemon Hill in East Fairmount Park, the future home of Philadelphia's FIFA Fan Festival. Jonathan Todd, Director of Social Impact, offers more insight.
We're activating a massive party for 39 days at Lemon Hill, which will provide fans a free chance to enjoy all of the excitement and pick up on all of the positive energy that surrounds these games.
Lemon Hill wasn't chosen by accident. The park is easily accessible through major routes across the city, making it an ideal location for the festival. The historical landmark will be transformed with the addition of permanent infrastructures like power sources, accessibility ramps, new lighting, and eco-friendly features. Officials saw it as a chance to invest in a public space that could be improved for future use, turning a global event to a long-lasting city upgrade. It's just one example of how Philadelphia Soccer 2026 hopes to create long-term change for residents even after the final match is played. And the impact won't stop with infrastructure. In partnership with the U.S. Soccer Foundation, Philadelphia is part in an initiative called 26 for 26, investing in the future of the game.
And so we are partnering with the U.S. Soccer Foundation on an initiative called 26 for 26. And we are doing 26 projects across the state of Pennsylvania in celebration of FIFA World Cup. 10 of those projects will be focused on physical infrastructure and the creation of mini pitches in different areas, both rural and urban. Then we are also looking at doing 15 different projects all around programmatic initiatives, right? It's not helpful if we build pitches and fields if there's not referees, if there's not coaches, if there's not equipment, if there isn't the programming for youth to be able to really understand and grow within the game. So that other part of what we're doing with U.S. Soccer Foundation is really focused on that softer infrastructure, but super necessary to the success and the growth of the game.
And thanks to its strategic location on the East Coast, Philadelphia's impact won't be confined to city limits. With no other host city south until Atlanta, none west until Kansas City, and the World Cup final just up the road at MetLife Stadium, Philly is uniquely positioned to be a travel hub for thousands of fans moving between matches.
We expect 500,000 visitors to be in the city next summer, and World Cup fans are professional travelers. And so they're not hanging out for 2 to 3 days, they're hanging out for 2 to 3 weeks. And so they're looking at places that are, the cost of living or cost of lodging is reasonable, where there's great food, where there's rich history, where there's diverse culture, and we check all of those boxes.
And Philadelphia isn't preparing alone. Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, New Jersey, San Francisco, and Seattle are also planning to welcome the world. Each host city is tasked with making this World Cup the biggest and most inclusive yet, while taking care of its residents. And in 2026, the world will be watching.
If you're enjoying the summer of soccer, we want to hear from you. Join us on social media. Send us your favorite game photos, group shots, and selfies. We want to feature you on the show.
It's really good actually, yeah. I met the boys and signed obviously before I flew out, so I feel like I'm starting to really settle in with the team. Obviously it's tough signing for a new club and then flying away straight away, but a lot of people have made it as easy as possible for me, so yeah. To be honest, it's been really enjoyable. Yeah, it's difficult, especially the last part you said, the humidity and the heat. It's obviously unlike anything I've experienced in Sunderland or in Dortmund also, so yeah, it's something new, but like it's a unique tournament, so these are things that you're going to have to face. Yeah, I think we've dealt with it quite well in terms of training and stuff. We've still trained at a really high intensity, so yeah, things aren't looking too bad. Obviously, it's in the United States, so it just feels really different, but it's definitely a really cool feeling. It's a unique stadium that I've not played at before or been to, so yeah, it was actually really cool, to be honest, and I felt quite comfortable on the pitch, so yeah, glad. I wasn't necessarily surprised, but I was pleased that the players had been so like welcoming to me. You have natural, and this is not anything to do with me, but you have a natural as a human assumptions or like fears, I suppose, when you go to a new place, a new environment. So a lot of people, like I said, made it really easy for me, and that was like pleasing for me. Not so much surprising, but yeah, I was really pleased. Yeah, there's been loads, variety of ages and nationalities. So there's players who speak English at the club, not just them. You've got like Pascal, especially, who's helped me a lot on the pitch, and I'm really enjoying learning from him and asking questions of him because he's got a wealth of experience in the game at a really high level as well. But everyone like obviously Jamie, Carney, Gio, the English lads I've stuck with at the beginning, but I've started to speak to a lot more people now, spending a lot of time with Felix as well. So yeah, there's a really good blend of old and young players, experienced I should say, but yeah, no, yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and the lads are looking after me. And I think it helps that they get to know me as well. A lot of people I've been speaking to, just family and friends, they say, oh, it must be difficult that you've gone out there so soon. But I see it as a massive benefit before the season starts, and even before pre-season. It's like a pre-season really, but again, a big opportunity in a big new unique tournament. So yeah, it's really cool actually, and it's really special because I get to come away, and like I said, everyone at the club, they get to know me more before the season starts. So yeah, it's a really good opportunity, I see it as. Even like Maradona's documentary is amazing, but there's nothing I can learn from him because he's too good. But yeah, players like even Patrick Vieira, I didn't get to watch him at all. I watch a lot of clips of him, which is strange really, because I always thought he was more defensive, but it turns out that he does everything really, and I watch players in that position, and now like a 6 or a box-to-box midfielder, so even Gerrard I'm watching all the time, and loads of other midfield players as well, so yeah. Obviously it started when I first signed for Sunderland. I've maybe thought about it a few times, I thought, yeah, that would be quite cool, but only when people like brought it up to me. I never thought about it like spontaneously on my own. Someone close to me would say, that would be cool if you did that. And then someone who's quite special to me, a coach that I had at Sunderland and at Birmingham when I was a kid, he said, why don't you do that at Sunderland? And just because I was young, I thought it would be cool to have my own name on the back of my shirt. So yeah, it was more that than anything. I wasn't really trying to have a deeper like meaning behind it, but I suppose you can find that in that act. But yeah, I think it's quite unique and it's quite cool, and it's something that I enjoy having.
It's Drop the Mic time. Every week, we end the show with a mic drop. This week, our Peytn-Omaree Smith looks at FIFA's racism policy and its promotion to the Club World Cup.
Racism in soccer is moving from the sidelines to the center stage. With the World Cup coming up, FIFA is implementing their new anti-racism protocols. As the FIFA Club World Cup continues, prominent graphics flash across the jumbotrons and goal line signage. A bold No to Racism message marked with an X greets fans. Racism isn't a new social issue and certainly not on the soccer pitch. But now, FIFA, the sport's governing body, says it's taking stronger steps to combat discrimination in the game. Reports show racism in soccer has increased, and anecdotal evidence points to the human toll on players who experience racism on the pitch. Kick It Out, British Soccer Anti-Discrimination Organization, recorded reports of 1,007 total incidents in 2022 through 2023, 65% higher than the previous year. Almost half of these incidents involved racism. These incidents span throughout the entire pyramid, from grassroots park pitches to the Premier League and Women's Super League. Inside the professional game alone, reports climbed to 484, a jump of 27%. Online abuse was the fastest growing category, up 279%, while reports of sexism and misogyny quadrupled. Each figure represents a real fan, player, or official who felt targeted and took the extra step to report it.
Yeah, I believe sport should not be a racism. The sport is something that is supposed to unite the world. It's something that we keep the world together, irrespective of your culture, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of your religion. It's a oneness. We should not bring out racism.
Kick It Out notes that the reports per incident rate rose for a fourth straight season, signaling that fans and players are increasingly willing to speak up. So how is FIFA responding? Consider FIFA's overhauled anti-racism protocol, a policy package adopted last year and now part of the global rulebook. At the 74th FIFA Congress in Bangkok, officials unveiled a 5-pillar system aimed at rooting out racism. First, the cross-wrist gesture. Players or referees signal incidents by forming an X with their forearms. Second, a 3-step response. Referee may pause, suspend, or abandon a match if abuse continues. Third, stronger sanctions. Minimum bans rise from 5 to 10 games, fines up to $5 million. 4, mandatory national alignment. All 211 member associations must incorporate the updated code. And lastly, a former player oversight panel, designed to monitor compliance and support victims. The goal is universal: zero tolerance on paper and on grass. The protocol's first major test arrived on June 22nd at the Club World Cup in Charlotte. During stoppage time, Real Madrid defender Antonio Rucker reported a racial slur from Pachuca captain Gustavo Cabral. Referee Ramon Abati crossed his arms, halting play and formally activating the protocol. The match resumed and ended 3-1 for Madrid, but FIFA launched disciplinary proceedings 48 hours later. Cabral faced the new 10-match minimum if the claim is upheld, and his club risks heavy fines. Charlotte stopped at step 1, but the incident marks a crucial proof of concept for FIFA's new rules. The Kick It Out report shows discrimination isn't just persisting, it's growing. The Charlotte incident shows the protocol can be deployed rapidly, yet advocacy groups warn that consistent enforcement, transparent sanctions, and public education will determine whether these measures are more than symbolic. With the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, much of it to be played on North American soil, FIFA and national leagues are under pressure to prove that the cross-arm gesture leads to real consequences. Until then, the rising report numbers remind us that the fight against racism remains a 90-minute issue and an everyday one. Next time, we will offer a look at the action from Lincoln Field in Philadelphia. I just want to put on the record, if this show was a parlay, all of my slips are hitting. I don't know about Brandon, though.
Yeah, my slips were all red as of recent, but it's always another chance to hit big.
We'll see about that. Remember to follow us, Goalkeepers, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, for news and weekly updates.
Enjoy your soccer weekend, and thanks for watching.